Man, what's good? What's good? So look, check this out. We are in the cost per mile section of this video. Basically, I'm gonna teach you how to calculate the cost just to crank up your key in your truck. All right, the cost just to drive a mile in your truck. All right. So if you can follow me here by mouse, what you're gonna do is you're gonna figure out your monthly expenses. All right. With your monthly expenses, you're going to multiply that by 12. All right, 12 is going to be your 12 months in the year. So, if you can follow me right here in my mouse, this is my fixed expense breakdown. Okay, so my insurance for the year multiplied by 12 brings me to $17,520. My electronic log device brings me to $420. Maintenance brings me to $12,000. All right, this is calculated, times 12 for the year. Okay, so for each expense, if you can follow me here, for each expense, you're going to divide that by 100,000 miles. In this example, I'm using 100,000 miles. All right, it might be different for you. You might drive 120,000 miles. You might drive 300,000 miles. But in this example, I'm using 100,000 miles. Okay, so again, I don't want to confuse anyone. Your monthly expenses, you're going to multiply that by 12. You get this number here. All right, with that number, you are going to divide by 100,000 miles. All right, so if you can follow me here, these are some more examples of truck expenses. Whether it's your truck payment, fuel, your food, how much you pay yourself. For this example, I use $60,000. That's what I would pay me for this example. Basically all of your expenses, man, from tolls, things like that. All right, so with those expenses, you're going to divide that by 100,000 miles yearly. All right, so again, my insurance, okay? This multiplied by 12 months brings me to $17,520. All right, that is my insurance cost for the year. All right, so what you do is you're going to divide that by 100,000 miles. Okay, that brings you to this right here. 0.175. That is going to be your cost per mile. Okay. Another example. My electronic log device. Okay. For the year, my electronic log device times 12 brings me to $420. Okay. That $420, I'm going to divide by 100,000 miles. Okay. This brings me to 0.004. That is my cost per mile for my electronic log device. Okay. Same thing with maintenance. My maintenance here is 12,000 for the year. I'm going to divide that by 100,000 miles, and that brings me to 0.12. My fuel, right now in this example, I have $2. It's not that cheap now, but I'm kind of reminiscing. But you are going to calculate your fuel for the year on how much ever you spend. You're going to divide that by 100,000 miles, and it brings me to this right here in this example. Your pay for this example, I have 60,000 miles. I'm sorry. For this example, I have 60,000. That is my pay for the year. you are going to divide that by 100,000 miles. Okay, that brings me to 0.6 cost per mile. Okay, once you do all of these, and that this may not be all of your expenses, once you add all of those up, your total cost should be right here. In this example, my total cost is $1.09 cost per mile. This is how much it cost me just to crank up my key. Okay, just to drive a mile. All right. So one more time, I don't want to confuse it in one. You got to figure out your monthly expenses. Multiply that times 12, which is your 12 months in a year. Okay. For each expense, divide the total miles by 100,000 miles. Okay. Your cost per mile will vary based on the variable expenses. So for fuel, you will divide the average cost and average mile per gallon. That is how you calculate your cost per mile. I'll see you in the next video. Oh, yeah, and one more thing. I'm sorry. I'm going to leave this example in the resource section of this video so you can download it and read over it. It's simple, man. I hope I explained that, clear as possible. With that being said, I'll see you in the next video.